Working in broadcasting started with a love of music and a passion for music, and I just thought it was going to be such a great opportunity to be in an environment where I get to work with music all the time. So from about the ages 16, 17, I decided I wanted to work in radio. I started volunteering with a local radio station in my Berkshire town, my hometown, and from there I got the bug and I loved it. Okay, so everyone loves Twitter. Great way to keep up to date with everything that's happening right here in Superdrug. And in fact, go online to twitter.com/Superdrug. Click on the follow box at the top and you get a great chance to keep up to date with everything that's happening right here in your Superdrug store. Find out about the latest competitions, the best makeup and hairstyle advice, and amazing value for money deals. All on Twitter for you. Twitter.com/Superdrug. With broadcasting and working in media, what interests me is working with new technology and also telling stories, because as technology evolves and it changes, the one thing that doesn't change is a message and a story. These are the things that we need to communicate, the things that we are passionate about, and I love finding a new story or a new topic that I can broadcast and get excited about and have that passion for, because that's what ultimately is great about broadcasting to an audience. You share that passion for a story with someone else. So have you heard the latest? John Newman, he's had a massive year this year, such an amazing artist. He's set to perform at BBC Sports Personality of the Year. Oh yeah, he topped the charts in October and he's going to be joined by the BBC Philharmonic Orchestra for a special performance on the BBC Sports Personality show. Can't wait for that, it's going to be amazing. When it comes to career highlights, I've had so many great opportunities. It's been fantastic working for the BBC for 7-8 years. I produced and presented a radio programme for BBC Local Radio that was about topical news events and music and interviewing and news top lines, and that was so beneficial to the listener, and also I learnt a lot for myself. I've had many career highlights, including working for Superdrug, doing a Superdrug Live service that broadcast to over 700 stores across the country. I've had the amazing opportunity to be commissioned to make documentaries that have been broadcast on BBC Local Radio across the country. And it's just been a pleasure to work with teams and different people to make fantastic radio and broadcast projects. Working in television is something that is completely different to my radio background, just because it includes the visual element, something that caught me off guard a little bit to begin with. But what I love about working in television is the fact that you get to put together fantastic visual pictures that tell a story. I've had the privilege and an amazing opportunity to work with the BBC Inside Out South team on investigative journalism stories, where I got to go out and present and produce and research stories that involved fantastic people and gave a message. One story was about illiteracy and how difficult it is to be illiterate in the modern world and what's being done about it. We also did a story talking about factories and how manufacturing is moving abroad, and well-known brands that are established here in the UK are actually moving. So it took a lot of research and it took a lot of negotiation and planning, but the television experience has been fantastic and I'm looking forward to more. Soundbite Media was set up with the aim of pulling together all my years of experience of working in media. I love working on new projects and I love broadcasting, and I just thought it's a great opportunity to put together my expertise and my experience of working in the media and bringing together media training and planning, also adding into that broadcasting and mentoring and tutoring, working a lot with young people and other organisations and individuals who want to learn how to use the media has been such a beneficial and satisfying way of sharing my skills and expertise. And also I get to make bespoke radio programmes as well, and items like podcasts. I had the privilege of working with the Cultural Olympiad for the London 2012 Games, who wanted to preserve the legacy of some of their projects around London, and I got to meet and interview the New Zealand Olympic team and work with other officials and people to put together a legacy for the Cultural Olympiad and what the London 2012 Games is all about. Working with the Prince's Trust has been an amazing privilege. Basically, I had an idea to devise a course called Get Started in Radio. The Prince's Trust as a charity works with young people to nurture their skills and to enhance their skills. And the course was based in a studio, and it was a 5-day course that gave an introductory style to learning radio and putting together a podcast using presenting, script techniques and also editing. It was fantastic because we had a group of young people who were involved in the course over the 5 days. They created a podcast that was then put on YouTube, and it gave them a real positive outlet for their skills and engaged them over the 5 days.